Hey guys, welcome to another video on this channel. So earlier this week I was up in Brisbane visiting Asher Mall. I call him the Mango Man of Australia because he's growing a ton of mango varieties. I think over 70 mango varieties. So I hope you enjoyed this video tour of his garden, and you can reach out to him on tropicalplanetnursery.com. He sells a lot of fruit trees, but especially mangoes, and he's one of the most humble and kindest persons I know. So here's the video.
Alright guys, we are here with the Asher Mall of Tropical Planet Nursery.
Correct.
And I'm here in his house in Brisbane, which has a lot of mango trees, and he runs this nursery with a lot of exotic stuff. So he has resisted to making this video, but I've asked him if he can please show me around and I can make the video as well. So Asher bhai, how are you doing?
I'm really well, thank you. Thank you for inviting me onto your video as well too. It's very nice.
Okay.
Assalamu alaikum bhaiya.
Walaikum salam. So about this property, how long have you been here and how big is the property?
We got here in March of 2014, and it's 1,200 square meters of land. And my whole idea behind the nursery was to get a little bit from home for your new home. So you know, the problem I see is in Australia, no offense to anybody, but the ones that come to Australia, they find that they've got no peace of mind or home. They don't treat this like home. So I figured, well, if you can have a really bad day, come home and see the mango growing in your backyard, or a fig tree for the Italians to grow in the backyard. So imagine if you get a mango from home and fig tree from home. So you come home and say, look, if this fig tree or this mango tree grows, then I can grow in this country as well.
So all those people familiar with those tastes from back home, you have all those varieties?
Vast majority of the varieties, but I have to put a caveat on this one, because sometimes memory tends to disappear a little bit, and tastes to a degree disappear. My mangoes, the grafted varieties that I have from Pakistan and India, are from the 30 to 50-year-old mango trees. So considerably, say the Alphonso, there's 14 varieties of Alphonso now. So what I've got is the original Alphonso flavor. So if somebody goes, oh yeah, I remember this, that's good. But if you can't remember it, it's still very good. It's a great mango to have.
So when you move on this property, were there any plants or did you start from?
It had to start from ground zero, literally, because the people that owned this place beforehand, they just wanted lawns and things like that. And I don't like lawns, as you can see. I like, and forgive me for the mess, but it is what it is for the moment.
Messy gardens are good.
Messy gardens are good. Well, this is more like the variety of gardens that you would see in the jungle, not the lined up gardens and things like that. So the trees are all over the place. Careful of the poo. And I've got fruit trees everywhere, things like mangoes, predominantly mangoes. A lot of these mangoes are used for grafting onto new stock as well too. So I've got about 80 varieties of mangoes growing in the ground.
That's 80 mangoos.
80, correct.
Wow.
And vast majority of them from Pakistan and from India, and some of them are from
Thailand, Southeast Asia,
and Bangkok, Thailand area, and some of them Americans. But you'll find that there's only one variety of mango, that's the Magniferica indica, is the base of all the mangoes. Like the chickens, is only one style of chicken, it's the Gallus gallus, but the rest of them are from different types. So the variations that have come through are from one species, and I've got different types of mango varieties as well too.
So apart from mangoes, any other fruit trees that you are interested in, or do you grow?
Well, I grow. See, you know, they say you can take the boy out of the Pakistani, but you can't take the Pakistani out of the boy. So what I did was I got mainly guavas and Phalsa, which is an old Punjabi Gruyere asiatica, as they call it, and mangoes, of course, and but the jujube as well too. And I've got some lots of different types of black sapotes. But say the guavas, for example, I've got 8 different varieties, and the bananas, I've got 10 different varieties of bananas, which unfortunately in Australia, and well in Queensland particularly, you can only have a certain type, which is a Cavendish.
Yeah.
But I
because of-
believe from
yeah.
if you're growing in the backyard, it should be all right.
Yeah, yep. So let's start maybe with this tree.
Yeah, okay. Well, this one is called the Brazilian Cherry
Mhm.
or Tropical Cherry. And this is the, it's called the Brazilian Cherry or Grumichama actually.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah, the Grumichama. So I've got this variety, which is the black variety,
Mhm.
but I can also get the yellow variety as well
Ah.
too. So the yellow variety is very difficult to get a hold of in the natural. Can you just hold that for a moment? Because I just want to check on the tea. If you
Mhm.
which is the normal standard is the, the black variety.
Yeah.
But what I try to do is to tell people you can have that as a single tree,
Mhm.
or you can have it as a hedging tree,
Mm.
because it makes a great hedge as well too, and it's a good bonsai specimen as well too.
Yeah. And the leaves are very ornamental.
Yeah, very ornamental.
Yeah.
And
So-
and they grow all the way down to Melbourne,
Mhm. Yeah, yeah.
which is really good
Yep.
because they've got the good thick leaves and etc.
And how old is this tree?
This one is about 6 years old
Mm.
from seedling. Also, I wanted to give an idea to people that you can grow them in plants in pots as well too.
Mhm.
So this, say this Batomba, say for example. Oh, there! Look, there's some Brazilian cherries.
Yep.
They fruit all year round.
Is this one ready? This
No,
one?
no.
This one?
Oh, I'll just check. Oh yeah, you can try that. Kind of astringent. It can be quite bigger than that one as well too, but it just depends on what you want to do. So I try to tell people that, say, if you don't have plants that are growing in, you can't put them into the ground, you can put them into pots.
Mm.
So this one is it's a 140 liter gallon, 140 liter drum that's cut into half.
Yeah, it's a
And-
4-drum. Yep.
Yeah, and because the thing is because it's a UV standard
Mhm.
and UV resistance, you don't have any problems. You can put it out in the ground.
And I think these are food grade as well.
Food
so
grade,
they
absolutely
won't have-
correct. That's the word I was looking for.
Yeah. Right.
Now here's very unusual. This is called Alphonso. But right now, this is in end of July, and the mangoes are starting to throw flowers out.
Mm.
So I would advise, if you get mangoes out of season, the flowers are best to be deadheaded like that, because that
So-
way,
Some people say you need to like let them become fruit and then remove them, like
No.
small fruits.
no.
Okay.
So you got to remember that up to 60% of the energy that a plant has
Mhm.
is donated to growing fruit, right? So what
So-
you want to do is to establish the fruit later on, but the roots have to be established first.
Okay, and these, like all of these trees, are the rootstock is kepi? Or?
Kensington Pride, that's
Okay,
right.
all right.
The advantage of the Kensington Pride is that I can get rootstock that's resistant to Phytophthora,
Hmm.
mainly
Root rot.
root rot. Generally, but it depends on the health of the soil and look, as one of my dear friends said to me, Asha, the only thing you need is good water. Don't worry about the soil, and if you've got water, then you can do anything you want to.
All right. What's next? What's this one?
This one is called a Himayat,
Oh.
Indian variety, and that's the red flesh, or it's not red, it's like an orangey flesh.
And this is also called the Imam Pasand?
No,
Okay, that's
No.
separate. Okay.
Imam Pasand is more like so there's two types of mango types. There's the teardrop or the beaked varieties, which are mainly the Asians and the Indians and the Pakistanis. But the Europeans and Americans tend to go for the Bowen variety, which is the
Yeah.
bigger round of
Round,
like the Keitt and
roundish.
roundish, yeah. So that's the main difference.
What about this one?
This is called the monkey banana.
Monkey?
Monkey. So here's
Monkey
the
banana.
banana, yeah. It looks like a monkey banana mango. So the reason why I'm pointing this out to you is this one is a seedling variety. And now the trunk wants to go bigger, of course, and the fruit and the plant wants to get bigger as well too. But to keep it small, you just prune them. All right? Don't worry about dwarf varieties or anything like that, because the Kensington Pride rootstock is still rootstock, which is Kensington Pride, and then they put the Carrie, say for example, on a.
And how old is this tree?
5 years.
5 years.
Yeah.
Okay. And you prune them to keep it small.
Keep it
Otherwise,
small
it will
like that,
keep.
yeah.
Okay. All right.
And one of the main reasons I keep the plants no bigger than 2 meters, unfortunately this one got a little bit bigger, is we get a problem of bats, and we get a problem of possums.
Yeah.
And the whole idea is if you keep them small, because they like height for security and safety. So if you don't give them that, they're fine. And I've had no issues with the plants whatsoever.
All right. What's this one? This
That's called the Indian variety. It's called the Baal.
nasty
Oh, the
thorns.
thorns are awful. But the thing is, the Indians love this, mainly the Hindus.
Is this a bear?
Baal. Yeah.
Ah, bear.
Yeah.
Is bear and jujube different?
Yes, the jujube, and this is the Baal or Bael Baal. It's part of the, but this is the jujube,
So it's a deciduous tree.
deciduous tree,
Okay.
and this is the Li variety, because in Australia we can't get the, we're in Queensland we're not allowed to grow anything other than, because the varieties that we get in Pakistan, you can't grow because they're declared as a weed.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
All
So
right.
I try to avoid anything that the DPI doesn't have. And see that banana up there, that bunch up there?
Yep.
That's called a monkey banana.
Yeah, we'll go there.
Yeah.
We need to. All right. So, okay. We
Sorry.
have, what is this here?
Oh, this is a this is a Achacha.
Achacha.
Yeah.
Acha chiru.
Gee. But the advantage of this one is if you notice the trees are distinctly the primary trees, which is the mangoes, the tertiary tree or secondary trees, which are the
Acha chiru.
understory trees, and then there's smaller ones as well too. So you do it to a point where you're mimicking nature itself,
okay.
you know, and so it grows really quite well.
And obviously that's Loquat.
Loquat, yep.
Yep.
That's the grafted variety as well too, and that's doing really well to a point where I can't stop it from going nuts. Just keeps going crazy.
And what about this one?
This is called the Perfum Guava.
Ah. How
Yeah.
does it taste? Not good?
Nah, nothing special. Just be careful of that. Poo-poo. So, and this, look at this. This is an Ackee.
An Ackee.
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 A-K-I-E, which is a variety of, it's from America. Well, the Jamaicans said this is their national tree, but it originally came in from Africa. The reason why it's like that is because it doesn't like too much water.
Ah.
So about a year ago, we had lots of water, and it was sitting down here quite a bit. And what we tried to do is to stop it from going too crazy, but it happened.
It's actually died down, and then
Gee.
there is a new
Yeah, the new
shoot
shoots
coming.
come through. Yeah, it's very hard to kill this one. So this is the
How is the fruit of this?
the fruit is it's when you get the fruit, it's you got to eat it in a certain way because you can only eat the stamens. You know the stamens, the yellow bits,
Yeah, yeah.
because everything else about this fruit is poisonous.
Ah.
And I've had it, and you think, what the hell are these people talking about? So I don't know. It's a taste that's acquired taste. These rows of mangoes are the only ones that I've got in line, because that was my initial shot at trying to grow them. But they're all different types. And look, believe it or not, that's a Keitt Mango,
Okay.
and the Keitt should be 2 kilos. What do you get in the
US?
supermarkets?
Yep.
500
Yeah.
to 700 grams. It's ridiculous.
What about the one at your back?
The one in the back is called the Carrie or the Florigan.
No, sorry, this one.
This
This is the tamarind,
Oh, that's that sweet tamarind.
sweet tamarind.
Yeah. But again, it tends to grow crazy. And what I've tried to do is to keep it pruned back. And there's a fruit.
Are they ready?
No.
Okay. Right.
Tamarind fruit.
All right. And sorry, that one is Florigan?
The one
Yes.
towards the front is Florigan, and the back is the Carrie.
So that is the Carrie mango?
Yes.
All right. which is also flowering, and this is the
Yeah, this
Florigan.
is starting to flower. But what I tried to do is to this is a Namdok Moy,
Mm-hmm.
which is one of my favorite mangoes.
Yep.
The advantage of the Namdok Moy and the one next to it is Kwan, the tall one, is that you can have them as far as you can eat them green,
Mm-hmm.
and you can eat them semi-ripe and fully ripe, which is the yellow.
And how old are these trees?
Same,
like this,
same. They're about 19, 15, about 7 or 8 years.
7, 8 years.
Yes, because the advantage of having a grafted variety is, look, the rootstock could be, and I try to keep them small as well too. When I sell them young and mature grafts, because after 2 years, you need to establish the tree for 2 years for the roots and things to develop.
Yeah.
And once that's developed, then it can send out its fruit and let it develop its fruit.
All right, moving on.
Gee. So this one, this is also a, I can't remember this one, but this one's called the,
How do you remember the names without the tags?
oh, I've got the map.
Map of that.
Gee, yeah. The map's good. So this is the type of guava.
Mm-hmm.
This is the red cherry guava.
Oh,
Because
that's
I've got
so
the
good.
yellow guava as well
Is
too.
it the one also called strawberry guava?
Strawberry guava, yes.
Ah,
Just be careful of that.
yep.
Careful of the poo, sorry. So this is a grafted Brazilian cherry.
Mm-hmm.
The one that you had was that type, you know, which is a reddy variety. This is the black version,
It's called
And,
Black Beauty.
Black Beauty, and we had to do the grafting. The only way I've been able to graft this particular plant onto rootstock is by approach grafting.
Mm.
And this is a Longan.
Of course, and on the other side I see some sapotes. Is
Yeah,
it black sapote?
That's a black sapote.
So there are 2 of these?
Yeah, 2. Didn't need to worry about them, but they're really, sometimes it's better to have 2 than just 1. And and this is the Phalsa.
Oh, of course, Phalsa Berry.
Gee.
And yeah, very easy to grow. But do you like prune them after every fruiting?
I do
Yeah.
tend to prune them back a little bit because they're better off, because otherwise they die quite quickly.
They only fruit only on the new branches.
Yes.
They won't fruit on the.
That's true, it's
Oh my
very
God.
good.
This
Very good.
black sapote is absolutely loaded.
It's
holy
crazy,
shit.
isn't it?
Look at the black sapotes. And do they actually taste like chocolate pudding?
No. You embellish them, if you embellish them with a little bit of,
Rum?
no, no, you embellish them with a little bit of cream.
Mm-hmm.
That brings out the flavor a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
But embellish the fruit with a little bit of lime juice. That adds to it.
Sorry,
Now
there is only one thing. This thing. What is this?
That's called a yellow raspberry.
And the fruit? How's the fruit?
Just like a raspberry, but yellow in color.
Okay.
This is my orange sherbet.
Ah,
This is my favorite. And the only way to tell whether it's you crush the leaf and smell it, and has that striped orange.
oh, it's literally citrus.
Yeah. The problem is it doesn't go towards the mango itself. The leaf is the same. Leaf is orangey.
But the flavor is
Flavor is just the same as a Kensington Pride. I keep on saying to people, pound for pound, a Kensington Pride is the best mango.
It is. It is.
It's because you can never go wrong with it whatsoever.
And this is a fruit tree. This thing.
Yeah, that's called a Malabar Chestnut.
Ah, okay.
Yes.
Massive trunk.
It's pretty good. It's a good mango. I mean, a good tree to have.
Mm-hmm.
But the fruit, you can have too much of it, and it's not good for you. So, but mangoes, you can have as many as you want. This is a variety of mango it was called Ikba. See all those hens I've got?
Mm-hmm.
They're all the different types of chickens because I like heritage chickens.
Do you use the chicken manure for the trees?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I tend to not to do any, because if they can't survive by themselves, what's the point of having the tree, you know? And there's a lot of artificial fertilizers available, but I only use dynamic lifter for a handful occasionally here and there. But it's better to do it when if it's raining. The pellets are they're dry, so you're better off doing them when they're. Hold on.
And you have
Now,
some of the citrus here.
Yeah, there's the orange.
Mm-hmm.
This is a garden, a vegetable garden, which you'll have to forgive me because it looks terrible right now.
Mm-hmm.
I just haven't bothered with it.
What's that?
Huh?
That one.
Oh, lemon.
No, that behind this thing, the
Oh,
star fruit.
Star fruit, yeah.
Yeah, it's a carambola star fruit.
Carambola star fruit. That's really nice, that one.
Yeah, nice looking
Nice
tree.
and sweet, nice. These are, so that tree in the middle is a Kwai Muk seedling,
Mm-hmm.
and last year was the first time I got lots of fruit in it. Amazing fruit, amazing. Hundreds and hundreds and hundreds.
What does it taste like?
It's very sour.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have too much of it because it tends to give me a bit of a stomach ache.
Mm-hmm.
But you can use it to make jellies and dry it up and use it for all sorts of things. Next to it is the
This one?
yeah. What was it called?
I think you told me last time. I
Star
can't
fruit.
remember the name.
Damn it! It's a custard apple family. Sapote variety. It's called
Nona.
yes, the Anona variety, and that's also a custard apple as well too. Below it.
Cherimoya?
Yes.
Okay. So does it? I see some flowers.
Yeah, it's very sparse.
Mm.
It needs to have something there.
And that's your monkey bananas.
Yeah,
Back.
those are pretty much varieties that are very difficult to get a hold of.
Mm.
I was lucky enough to get one plant.
And what do they taste like?
Oh, they are beautiful. A sweet, tangy flavor to it.
Mm-hmm.
The Asians go nuts for them because they like that sweet tanginess of the mangoes
Mm-hmm.
or the variety of fruit anyway. So that's why that's just one of the nicest. Oh, by the way, this one is called a Bali apple.
No,
That's
it's
a round
mango.
variety of. I've grafted a few of these, and they work really well. But
Have you
yeah.
tasted them?
no,
Mm. So where do you source these varieties from?
well, mainly because I'm know a lot of the nursery people, and nursery people are notorious for not giving out information. So you really need to milk the information from them.
Mm.
I'm on the other way. I like to share with anybody, and if there's a problem, you fix it.
Mm.
But like I say to people, so just to answer your question, I source them within Australia.
Mm.
You can't get the latest varieties of, say, the Zil mangoes that are coming
Yeah,
out.
in the US.
But you can't get them because it's just impossible to
Quarantine,
get varieties.
very expensive.
Gee, yeah. So what you do is you go, okay, but here's the thing. 95% of the fruit trees that you get, particularly mangoes, are going to be true to type,
Mm.
generally. I'll say 85%. But that 15%, that makes the difference,
Mm.
That's where the bone came through,
Mhm.
because everybody used to have these stringy varieties, and all of a sudden they went, oh, wow, this is great.
Mm.
And it was out of per chance
Yeah,
seedling.
yeah. So how old is this carambola?
Same-
It
same.
looks really beautiful.
It's a nice, and it goes up,
Yep.
the center goes up very high, so I have to keep it down a little bit. But
Weeping habit.
yeah, but it's grafted as well too, and it's about 7-8 years old. All these varieties of fruit trees that you see, the mangoes particularly, the big ones, are about 7 or 8 years old.
Mm.
So you can get a mango. This one is sorry, I lost it. But this one is say 4 or 5 years old, and it's a low graft.
Mm-hmm.
I tend to do higher grafts now because I find the low graft, we can use that for rootstock.
Mm.
The rootstock is better, and the higher graft will work. And so what I'm trying to say is that you can get mangoes fairly quickly,
Mm.
but you just need to be patient with them, that's all.
Give them at least a couple of years to establish.
2 years, if you don't establish them for 2 years, you're wasting your time because, and I get a lot of people going, oh, we want big mangoes so we can put them into the ground.
Mhm.
But you see them, they've got lots of trunk, tiny little root ball that's going round and round and round and round. And See, a mango or most trees only have two types of roots. They have one which is the anchor roots, right? And secondly, they have the feeder roots. So what you try to do is to make sure that the feeder roots will only go as far as the drip line, right? And to avoid this mango, and they go, oh, what happens to avoid this mango from getting too big? You can artificially create a pot by a bonsai pot by going down to the drip line, down to the bottom, and then putting a shovel in between that soil straight away. So
because the roots will be on top, on closer surface. So by doing this, you're stopping roots from propagating and keeping it small.
Correct. And the plant knows, he goes, oh, geez, I can't go any further than that because there's a barrier there. So it just stays in its own level. So effectively, you've created a pot for the mango or for the plant itself.
This looks like a guava tree.
Yeah, this is called a Mexican guava, or Mexican cream, and it's a cream-colored, yellowy type of plant. But see, these grow better if you grow them from seedling. You know, some plants are good from seedling, some are good from grafted. But look at the trunk on it.
Trunk is so beautiful.
Isn't that a beautiful trunk?
And I have these, like all the guavas in Sydney, they even from seed, they fruit in 2-3 years.
Oh, they're
easily.
very good. They're great.
So productive.
Yeah. And they're so good for lots and lots of things to make. Because I've got a dehydrator as well too. And what the dehydrator will do is that it keeps the fruit from spoiling. Because if you got too much fruit, you just have a look at this.
Yeah, what's that?
That's called a tropical hydrangea. And it's one of the rare fruit or trees that flowers in winter. And look at the bees on it.
Yeah. The flowers are so beautiful.
Aren't they beautiful? They're pendulous flowers. The bell-shaped flowers are just beautiful. And you can get that in the red variety, that particular one, but you can get it also in the yellow variety as well, or white variety.
I think red looks good.
Yeah. It's a really lovely mango. Plant.
And that one is another mango?
Yeah, that's another type of mango, and that's called a Bombay green, which is about 30 centimeters in length, and it weighs about 2 or 3 kilos. And it's a great mango. One mango, and it's very much like a beaked variety.
So there's a passion fruit as well?
Oh yeah, that's a passion fruit vine.
So you don't get any, like how do you take care of any fungus or bacterial diseases?
I don't get anything.
You don't get anything?
I don't get anything, mainly because, see, if you baby a plant too much, of course it's going to die, you know. The thing is, if it doesn't survive, then you plant another one or try to see what you did incorrectly. I think vast majority of people do tend to plant in rows, and they get mangoes from, or plants that are root bound from nurseries. And with all due respect to larger nurseries, you know, an 18-year-old boy or girl is not going to know anything other than, oh, well, I'll get you another plant for it. And every time I sell a tree to anybody and they come to my nursery, I spend a good hour, an hour and a half explaining them what they can do, going through all the bits and pieces and etc. It's a form of education, but yeah, you know, because not many people do that, unfortunately.
All right, let's have a look at the nursery.
Okay. This is the cleaner version. This is the untidy version. And all the untidy version, all that's got is a lot of, it's got heaps and heaps of weeds that I need to just take out.
All right. What are these things like? This is probably...
These are the jaboticabas. The different types of jaboticabas.
Okay.
You know, white varieties, Novak, pumpkin, and things like that.
This is Malabar, I guess?
Malabar cherry, that's the one, Malabar.
This one?
That's a ice cream bean tree.
Okay.
And these are all the different types of jackfruits. Oh, you may be interested in, this is the dwarf or the small carambola.
Yep.
But this is the ambla.
Yep.
Ambla plant.
Amla. Yep.
Yeah. And also I've got the, this, you may recognize this. Crush this.
Oh, it's a very familiar smell.
Yes. Cloves.
Clove, wow. Oh, is this the actual clove plant?
No. This is it's called a, damn it.
Or is it the one they call like spice plant?
Spice plant, yes,
Yeah.
that's the spice. It smells of cloves and smells of cinnamon and
It's a thing they call in Pakistan garam masala.
garam masala.
Yep.
And
Wow.
these are mainly some types of jaboticabas, Eugenia victorianas, so different varieties. But you got to get them sourced within Australia, because if you go outside of Australia, you can ask for lots and lots of money. But the problem is that
We have a lot of mangoes here. On this
they're
side.
all the different types of grafted mangoes I've got left. But I don't start grafting new mangoes until September. Yeah, because it's a little bit cooler, the ground temperatures. Because if you see there, that's my hothouse
Yep.
type of thing. But from this side, you get a good angle of all these plants, and a lot of these mangoes that are in pots are pretty good mangoes, and they're fruited as well too.
So, do you sell these guys? The
No,
mangoes in the bowl? Okay.
these are mainly for to get people ideas, and also use them for rootstock or stock for growing plants. See, that's my yellow Grumichama, but that's been
Not very happy.
it's sort of happy-ish. But what happened was that I had to get that from a nursery person who was going out of business, and he said, "Look, you're going to have to save that one because it's very difficult to get. You can't get them once or twice. You get them a la natural. But look at this. Talk about different varieties. This is a
Variegated. No, this one is
yellow. Oh, but that's a yellow Bilimbi. But look,
Bilimbi?
Bilimbi. This is my variegated Jaboticaba.
Wow.
Yeah, but the fruit is just the same. But this is my variegated Grumichama.
Wow.
So what I'm going to try to do is to maybe see if we can graft them.
And this one is Mexican mint. This
One?
No, this one.
Oh, this is a type of crush it and smell it.
Yeah, I have this. I think
Stuffing.
It's called Mexican mint.
Yeah, or something. They mix it up when.
All right, let's have a look at the front yard.
Gee, yeah.
People buy frangipanis from you as well?
They can buy them, but I just mainly do it for myself more than
Okay,
anything
right.
else. I can get cuttings for them, if they want. It's very, very easy to strike them.
Very ornamental tree.
Oh, it's a beautiful tree.
All right, what do we have here?
Well, those three trees there,
Did you-
the one closest to us is a black shatut.
Ah.
The trees from the second tree and the third tree from the back, they're the white shatuts. And I've had to heavily,
Yeah,
prune
white
them
shatut
back.
can be quite aggressive.
Gee,
White shatut can be quite aggressive.
oh,
like
look at
they
it! Look
grow
at the
really-
trunk on it.
Yeah, they grow very well.
But the only problem is they have to be grafted. And
What's this one here?
this is a persimmon,
one.
but this is a persimmon that's a astringent variety, so you need to let the fruit go, like the black sapote.
How old is this tree?
7 years?
Because the trunk is very small.
Yeah.
Because I have not killed many trees, but I have killed 2 persimmon trees. I just can't
You
get.
said that.
They are difficult. I don't know.
Look, sometimes you get lucky. It's like avocados. Sometimes you're good.
Apparently, these trees don't like any root disturbance. So if you're getting a bare rooted tree, obviously they will cut down the roots. And if you're, after that, there is very little chance if the roots are disturbed. So apparently, some of the people who do like this commercially, they plant the seedling in the ground, let it grow, and then graft in the ground.
In
so
situ,
that's
yeah.
yeah.
Oh, you could do that if you want to. Grafting, look, grafting is one of the easiest things to do, right?
Yep.
Once you get one, this is a Brazilian cherry, but again, look, it's flowering and going nuts.
There is a little bit of fruits as well,
Yeah.
which are
So this is only the red
not ready.
variety.
Yep.
This is my
White
Sapote, and this is grafted, a very low graft.
Is that the rootstock coming up?
Yeah.
And what variety is this?
Oh God, I don't know. I can't remember what the variety is.
Have you got fruit of it?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a small one. It's not like the Chris. The Chris is really big. This one's a smallish. But you know, you can get so many. This is Alphonso Mango. I mean, sorry, Alison Red. This is the Alison Red, and that's my R2E2.
Yeah.
Huge amount of mangoes this year. Huge.
And the mangoes are quite big as well.
Yes, quite a lot of mangoes. I had about 24 mangoes on that, and they're all about a kilo. But most, look, any mango fruit that you get, and you remember them from the back when you were little, but any mango fruit you get, they're better if you get them ripened via the tree. You know? So you get them, because if you buy them from Woolworths or Coles, you're always going to be disappointed. You know?
And all right, I think that's pretty much it. How can people contact you? Do you have a website?
A website, yeah, it's on the website, and they can contact me directly.
Okay.
And
you have your contact number on the website.
yes, correct, I do. But it's a lot of fun. I love it.
Are you active on Facebook as well? Can people contact you from there? Okay, all right. So I'll put the details in the video.
Right, it'd be great.
And thank you so much, Ashar bhai, for showing your video around. Thank you.
Pleasure.
All right, I'll stop the